My daughter is allergic to peanuts, yet my sister-in-law deceived her into eating something with peanuts. Without a moment's hesitation, I flagged down a car to rush to the hospital. In a previous time, when my daughter had an allergic reaction, I called my husband in a panic. Although he was reluctant, he hurried back from my sister-in-law's graduation ceremony. Unexpectedly, that night, my sister-in-law was attacked by a criminal and tragically lost her life. My husband calmly handled her funeral and told me it was just her ill fate. A year later, on the anniversary of her death, my husband poisoned my food. As I lay dying, I heard his spiteful words. "You wicked woman, you made our daughter have an allergic reaction on purpose to stop me from attending my sister's graduation. You deserve to die, go and atone for her." My daughter and I died with our grievances unresolved. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day of my daughter's allergy incident. I clutched my daughter, tears blurring my vision. The situation was critical, leaving no room for delay. I hurriedly carried my daughter downstairs. She was having a severe reaction, breaking out in hives and quickly going into shock. It was just like before. In my panic, I called my husband. He initially refused to return, insisting it was just a common cold. But my desperate cries eventually brought him back, though unwillingly. That decision led us to a dead end before. This time, I didn't seek his help. Instead, I flagged down a car on the street. Halfway to the hospital, we encountered an Audi parked in the emergency lane. Other drivers avoided it upon hearing there was a patient inside, but this one wouldn't budge. The driver honked furiously, but the Audi stayed put. "Damn it, this person is doing it on purpose," the driver cursed. I was drenched in sweat from anxiety, my daughter looking ghostly pale. I could only provide her with some basic first aid. Then my phone rang. It was my husband, Ethan. "Aren't you the schemer? Not calling me this time? Well, enjoy being trapped in the car." I froze. The Audi blocking the way was Ethan's doing. "Ethan, are you insane? That's your own daughter in there, fighting for her life. Are you human or a monster?" He chuckled coldly on the other end. "Stop pretending to be pitiful. You think I don't know your plan? Just trying to ruin my sister's graduation, right? I've had enough of women like you." My sister-in-law's voice chimed in. "Sis, can't you let me enjoy my graduation? I promise to give my brother back to you after this." "Bastards." I shook with rage. "We can't move because of the car you called to block us. If you have any humanity left, move it. Spare me the act. You're not getting your way today. I want you to feel what it's like to be manipulated." Ethan hung up. I looked at my unconscious daughter, tears streaming down my face. The driver was anxious. "Your husband did this? Tell him to move the car." I wiped my tears and continued calling Ethan. This time, my sister-in-law answered. "Sis, my brother's busy. Talk to me." "Put him on." "No can do, he's really busy." I screamed, "Tell him to move that Audi now." She laughed softly. "No can do. He said you'd ruin my graduation if you got out. Just stay put." With that, she hung up. The driver was desperate, trying to push past the Audi. But the Audi stubbornly stayed put, reversing into us. The driver cursed, "Son of a b***tch." Left with no choice, he called the traffic police, but they were slow to arrive. I grew more frantic. "We can't wait any longer. My daughter's condition is critical. If we don't get help soon, it'll be too late." Tears fell uncontrollably. In that previous time, my daughter made it to the hospital. Could things turn out worse this time? With no other option, I got out to confront the Audi driver. I ran over, knocking on the window. It rolled down, revealing a familiar face. It was Ethan's childhood friend, Liam. "Liam, please move the car. My daughter's in danger." He chuckled, shaking his head. I anxiously reached to pull him, but he rolled up the window, trapping my hand. I screamed in pain. "Are you trying to scam me?" Liam laughed maliciously. The other drivers were watching. Some began to speak up for me. "There's a patient in the car behind, move yours." "Yeah, you're endangering lives." Liam opened his door abruptly, causing me to stumble and fall. He enjoyed watching my misery. "Folks, it's not that I don't want to move. This lady's daughter is fine. Her daughter just has a cold. She's making a big deal to fight with her sister-in-law, using her daughter as a pawn. After his words, others looked at me with disdain. I couldn't bother explaining, trying to drag him to see for himself. He pushed me off with force. Disgusting, don't touch me. Why Ethan married a jealous woman like you, I don't know. No, she's really allergic. If you don't believe me, go see. I pleaded from the ground. The driver came down. Move the car, the kid looks really bad, as pale as a sheet. Liam frowned, then smirked knowingly. I underestimated you, got someone to act with you. His stubbornness and malicious assumptions made me furious, tears uncontrollably flowing. Liam, this is a matter of life and death. How can you be so heartless? This is a living, breathing life. Aren't you afraid of karma? The crowd sided with Liam, some accusing me of wasting public resources. People these days, making a scene over small disputes, using their kids as actors, it's morally corrupt. Exactly, it's too much. I was desperate but couldn't defend myself. My daughter's condition worsened with every passing second. Yet, I was stuck here arguing with Liam. The driver pleaded with him, Sir, you've misunderstood. The child really looks serious. Any more delay could be fatal. Perhaps the drive. Earnestness made Liam doubt. He called Ethan. What's going on? Are you sure she's not allergic? Of course not. I saw her coughing this morning. If she were allergic, would I leave her? To convince Liam, Ethan lied. Liam nodded, satisfied, and hung up. He turned to us with more disdain. You two act well. You think I'll move the car? No way. I lost control. Frantically, I tried to drag Liam to see my daughter's dire state. Go see her, see how bad it is. Liam didn't budge. Just then, a police car sped over with its siren blaring. The traffic police finally arrived. They quickly got out. Understanding the situation, the officer sternly told Liam, Sir, move your car immediately.